Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Coffee with Blaine. As you all know, this is Coffee, and I am Blaine, and this is Coffee with Blaine. Howdy, howdy, y'all. How you guys doing? I'm gonna increase the uppityness of this mic real quick. Welcome to my 2 YouTube viewers. How you guys doing today? Hopefully well, hopefully well. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's turn that off. There we go. Yay, that's better. We were just chilling from the studio. There's all the comments. Joe Dirts 2K, good morning. Jason, good morning. Becky, good morning. All three of you guys from YouTube. This is the first. YouTube before Facebook. I love it. Cheers to my YouTube crowd. Yeah, guys. Remember, this is my guitar cup. My favorite coffee mug. How you guys doing today? What you up to? What you doing? How's your morning? Or afternoon? Good afternoon, mother. Thanks for hanging out. How's the mic? Is everything sound okay? Hopefully so. Are my sniffles good? They sound like sniffles? All right, perfect. So, hope you had a good Christmas. I did. That's kind of what I'm loosely basing today's theme on is Christmas. I have to go through working. Yeah, I feel you. Mike is good. Heck yeah. Texas life. Yeah. So everyone's in the afternoon except for me. I'm in the past. I kind of live my life in the past. 38 years old, still trying to be a rock and roll musician. Glad to hear it, guys. Glad to hear it. Okay. So, yeah. Figured we just go through and kind of I have to put some stuff away. So I figured I'd just kind of go through all of or some of my gifts which need put away. The first one is not the cup, but actually this cup was either birthday gift, I think. The first one was what's in this cup. I received a pour over coffee setup. So now I have your regular drip coffee. I have an espresso machine. I have a French press. I have a coffee grinder, and now I have a pour over setup. So I made my first pour over coffee. Chris Del Camino, I'm coming for you. And it's really, really good. Got the pour over station and the and some Dark Horse coffee, which is a San Diego staple. Light roast, amazing. And yeah, started my day off right. Did any of you guys get any coffee related items in your stockings or whatever? Or have any of you ever tried a pour over system? I guess we'll start with that. Has anyone ever used a pour over system? When Christy and I go up to San Francisco, which is where we normally go for Christmas. Sorry, Mom. We go to this place called Phil's Coffee. And Phil's Coffee is kind of like a dream spot for coffee because they do all of their coffee pour overs on the spot. Irene, good morning and good vibes to you. And they also, their default cream is heavy cream or heavy whipping cream, which is amazing. So it's basically like my style of coffee, except a lot of times I'll do Americanos instead of pour overs. But Yeah. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. But yeah, so now I can do Phil style pour over coffee at home with my stevia and my cinnamon. And you'll see me probably alternating between pour overs and French presses. Pour overs and French presses. Oh my. On tour, my go-to is definitely French press. Just easier. I watch Chris struggle with that pour over every day on coffee. Every day on the bus. So a pour over, you basically have your little coffee carafe or whatever. Then you put a little filter in the top of the carafe and fill it. And then you get really hot water and you just pour it over the grounds yourself. So kind of like a drip station, except you're controlling the flow and the temperature and the way that the water interacts with the coffee. And then you just pour it over. There's a little science to it. I read an article this morning. And yeah, it's very, very cool. It's a little time consuming compared to other methods, but definitely worth it. Full, rich flavor profile. Welcome, my lonely Twitch follower. You are amazing. I appreciate you. Shout out to anyone who has followed me on the Twitch platform. If any of you are on Twitch, please consider giving me a subscribe, I guess they call it, or whatever. I'm trying to build up that lifestyle and blog portfolio for Twitch. Try to pour over in Israel in the 90s. First time I'd ever seen it. Yeah, I didn't even know it existed until I want to say mid 2000s or 2010s even. Kaylin, good morning. Welcome. Yeah. But yeah, so if you have the best way to pour over is definitely grinding your own beans on the spot. Same way with French press. So I always buy the whole beans and then I grind them to taste. French press and pour over, you want a little more coarse grounds than you would with like espresso. And then yeah, you have a good water heater. Good morning, Heather. Welcome. And yeah, it's a fun experience. I think part of it for me is the idea of making the coffee, kind of like the ritual aspect of it, if you will. I dig that vibe of it. Just smelling the beans as they're freshly ground, smelling the water as it interacts with the coffee, just doing the whole thing, timing stuff out, trying to make this cup better than the last cup. It's fun. On the agenda today, so first thing I gotta do is I gotta go through and I gotta put away my Christmas presents. I am blessed that my family and friends are so awesome. So I have that awesomeness to kind of go through today. The first one I was talking about was my pour over, because obviously I don't have it down here, but it did make this cup of coffee. And yeah, please feel free to chime in with anything that you'd like to, be thankful for, or that you're really excited about. Here's another fun gift that is actually charging right now. This is a like a Chinese knockoff game system that I got, which is amazing. So you throw it on there, decent screen. You have it in Chinese or English. and there's like 400 different games. French press. Yeah, it's a bit rough. If hit me up, bro. I'll give you some pointers. So 400 games. Some of them are repeats. A lot of them are in Chinese. A lot of them are weird ROM hacks. Like there's one where Mario's a ninja. It's pretty amazing. But then you have games like this. Which there's Mario 3 just chilling on the little game system. So it's got a couple Genesis, a few Nintendo, Super Nintendo stuff. It is super fun. Oh, Kaylin, you're so sweet. Thank you. But yeah, so this is going to be super fun. This is going to be really well on my plane ride to and from Columbia. And I think there's a way that you can flash this system to put your own games on it, which is what I want to look at. Super fun. Similar one with like 800 games. Yeah, it was yours like the Game Boy style, or do you have and it plugs into a TV and it came with like a Famicom style remote. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, normally I like to buy the actual games when possible and stuff like that, get official systems, but these are just fun to have around, especially if you can put your own games on them. So there's the remote. I haven't taken it out of the plastic yet. Plugs right in. It's got that old Japanese retro look to it. And I think that's for maybe for 2-player games too, where you can play against somebody, because you can put it on your TV, which is kind of cool. That's what I thought. That'd be fun. Good fun road gift. I like retro games, and that's full of retro games. Has a 64 look to it. Yeah, a little bit. Hubby and I gifted the Lego Home Alone house to each other for Christmas. We spent a couple days building it together. That's super cool, Becky. Yeah, gifts like that where you can interact with your loved ones enjoying the gift is really, really cool. But yeah, so that's going to be fun on my trip to Columbia. Heather, good morning. Speaking of which, for those of you who don't know, I am going to Columbia. Christy and I are going to Columbia in like a week. So we leave on the 4th of January, and I think we come back on the 19th. Yeah, Christy bought us flights, and I used my hotel credits from my Marriott credit card, the one I've been telling you guys all about incessantly. Yeah, which netted me like, I'm gonna say 8 nights at the hotel. So that'll be fun. But this is gonna be my stuck in Spirit Airlines saving grace right there. Yeah, here's the little box that it came in. Also, random little thing that I got, which is kind of cool, a little shower speaker / bottle opener speaker. You can just throw that in, and fun stuff. Pokemon pinball. Heck yeah. Yeah, shower speakers, to go with your shower beer. Or sometimes in my case, my shower coffee. Janet, good morning. Welcome. Let's see. Got a new robe, which is always fun. Let's see. Janet. Did you get any gifts this holiday season that were super cool? To me, a lot of times it's the little gifts that really make it. Like, I mean, obviously, big gifts are cool and stuff, but little meaningful things like this. This is a new wallet, which I'm really excited for. Right, Heather? Oh my goodness, the rain. So, new wallet. Yay! Really excited for this. I got a dope Weege hoodie and a smartwatch. Love it, Janet. I did see that hoodie. It looks good on you. Yeah, so this wallet has all of the fun RFID protection to stop with skimming or scanning of stuff. You got a wallet too, Joe? Yes. And it's got supposedly a room for a lot of credit cards. Oh, I love the old wallet. Don't get me wrong. If I could have this with RFID protection and room for multiple credit cards, that would be great. The problem with this one is that there's only this one real spot for credit cards. There's a little change thing in here. There's a little room underneath, obviously ID, and then your main whatever. Time to go through some receipts, it looks like. But that being said, like having room for all of these cards is ridiculous. Let's see, what do we got in here? We got the Marriott card. We got a bank card, which I never use. We got my Amazon Prime card. Right? That's dope. I love that carbon fiber look. I am a little jealous of the money clip, though. Your Christmas, what did you get, Heather? What did you get for Christmas? Let's see. We got the Capital One Saver card. We got the Capital One Quicksilver card. We got the Care Credit Medical card, which is how I got my LASIK. We have a Discover 1% back debit card. And we have my new credit card, which I just got yesterday, which I'm super excited to share with you. This guy is probably more of a novelty, but I don't care. I got it anyway. This is my BlockFi Bitcoin rewards credit card. You can see the little Bitcoin logo on there. Right? The little BlockFi logo too. This guy, this gives me back my rewards in Bitcoin. I'm so excited for this card. I used it to get groceries. Because now I have Bitcoin in rewards, which means saves me a step, basically. Super fun, super cool. I'm excited. That's not really a Christmas gift per se, as in, I guess if you want to count it as I got it for myself. But, and of course, got my ID with my ugly face on it. Yeah, no, I'm still waiting on Heather to let me know what's up. I really do. I really do, Kaylin. My mom got an amazing coffee with Blaine coffee cup. How do you like that? Does it sound good? She has an amazing daughter that rocks at the Christmas giving thing. Yes, she does, Heather. Yes, she does. That is super cool. I really appreciate all of you who got Blaine Dillinger merch. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And this empties out my wallet. Neat. Neat, neat, neat. And the Cristal Camino coffee cups for sure. They are amazing. All right. I'm gonna do those two in there. Got my AAA card. That's important too. Throw that in there. Let's see. Let's do. What do I use a lot? I use this card a lot. I use this card a lot. I use I use so many cards, guys. Big mugs coming soon. Can't see you. I can't see you. Heather, did you request to join the stream? Debit cards in there. Maybe these two cards here. Maybe this one in there. Top 3 retro games. Love it. Craig, good morning. You're home. I should cruise by with that gift I mentioned. Yeah, I am home. And if you want to cruise by, that sounds great. I got my library card to the San Diego Public Library. Public. No, just through Restream, unfortunately, I believe is the catch, if you will. Where do I put my library card? All right. Did it, guys. I got all my cards in my wallet. Oh, yeah, the Frame Signed Diary album. Duh. Come on, Blaine. I am ridiculous. Ooh, there's a little back slot here too. Let's go prime in the back slot here. Perfect. Boom. One new wallet. I'm excited. I'm excited. Where to put the library card? Aw, Heather, that's awesome. I'm so glad. Chris is so good. He's such a good dude. Always helping out. Becky, have a great day. Thanks for hanging out. All right. So yeah, so this is one of my favorite gifts. Definitely. Let's see. What else we got in this bag? Somebody thought I was needing to shape up a little bit and get back into my exercise game because I got a bunch of exercise bands, which I'm really excited for. This is going to be amazing on the road. New wallets or purses are awesome to get. Yeah, they are, Heather. Yes, they are. Speaking of which, I'm going to try to hit the gym today, guys. The other thing I really enjoy are novelty items, like these Mario socks. So I may not be rocking the wallet, but I am rocking the socks. Anthony, let's go back to your comment, if you're still with us. Top 3 retro video games, I believe you asked. Where are you at? Where are you at? Bought myself the N64 membership for Switch. Nice. Yeah, ideally I'm going to get a Switch coming up. That's my goal. Where are you at, Anthony? You did leave a comment, I swear. But my top 3 retro games are probably the Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. Super Mario Brothers World or 3. I'm caught between those two. So we'll put a tie for Super Mario Brothers World and Super Mario Brothers 3. And then probably Final Fantasy 6, which in the United States is Final Fantasy 3. Yeah. Super 4 and 5, if we want to go down the rabbit hole. Probably Shining Force / Shining Force 2. And and Sonic Spinball. Yeah, World was SNES with Yoshi. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was great. Yes, it was. All right, let's get everyone's top 3 retro video games. If you don't play video games anymore, then what did you play as a kid? That's the question. Morning, Jen. David, Pong, Mom, Pong. We used to have a Pong system. So back in the 80s, before Nintendo came out, around the time of Atari. Pong had its own system, and it was like this big, like a toaster size item, and you could there were no controllers. There were just two paddle wheels on each side, so you had to sit at the actual thing, and there was a selector switch to different types of games, 1 player and 2 player, and it was just variations of Pong. And there was one which is like, I don't know, there were no instructions, but it was basically just a wall, and then you have played against the wall. Ooh, Bubble Bobble. That was one of my favorites as a kid. I forgot about that one. I need to get back on that. Samuel L. Jackson threatened me if I didn't get at least 2 Capital One cards. You must have you must have great credit. I do have great credit. I actually spent the last 3 years completely rebuilding my credit because my credit was super poor. And one thing that I've learned is that the system is designed to keep you down when you don't have money because you're perpetually in debt. So I forsaken everything that that was any bit of comfort, including housing, and I just put everything into paying off debt, adjusting debt, paying off all of my credit cards, et cetera, and I just lived off of basically nothing until I built up a little nest egg to not have to use my credit cards for emergencies, but having that money available. Then I started only spending on a credit card what I could spend in cash. If I had it in cash, I'd put it on a credit card. And then I just slowly built up, asked for credit limit increases once every 6 months, and started researching which cards I could apply to that would be beneficial, that I could keep for long periods of time and had rewards, but were still within my fledgling credit range. And then with every new card I got, my score went up and my utilization went down, and my offers just kept getting better. And now I have really, really good credit, and I don't have any credit card debt for any longer than a couple of weeks when I make a purchase. Living on beans and rice, basically, Jesse. Yeah, I still have a Nintendo in the box. What, Heather? You have a brick of gold, is what you have right there. In no order: OG Mario for NES, Mario RPG. No, I had that. I love Mario RPG. I actually have the officially licensed Super Nintendo, the mini one, SNES Mini, and it has retro Mario RPG on it, and that's one of my favorite RPGs. It's so fun. Star Fox 64, Rumble Pack. That makes sense. Yeah, I played some 64, and it's fun, don't get me wrong, but I'm more of a SNES 16-bit era player. Let me get back. I'm so far behind in the comments, guys. Thank you guys for being so active and chatting with me today. Appreciate it. You can't see all of the chat on YouTube, so I'm here now. That's a bummer, Heather. Yeah, I think the chat shows up in the comments, maybe. I don't know how it works. Just what we have here on the screen. Your Christmas present is definitely the coolest, by the way, Heather. We all signed that at rehearsal before Closer and our headlining show. Where to put the library card? Yeah. Let's see. Man, I'm way back here. It's dumping snow in Washington. Stay warm and dry. Hope you have a fireplace. Pine Heather Moore, Eugene, Oregon. One day of snow falling. Mike Tyson Punch Out. Yeah. Pong. We talked about Pong. RC Pro on the OG Nintendo. I remember playing that, Joe. That's fun. Pole Position, stand-up car game at the arcade. I don't know that one, Heather. I don't know that one. Mario Kart. Yeah, I love Mario Kart. That's one of Christy's favorites. She prefers the 64 version, but I played the SNES version a lot. Bubble Bobble was one of my favorite games as a kid. I forgot all about that. Street Fighter 2. Yeah. Street Fighter 2, the OG Mortal Kombat. There was another one that I used to play, I think for Sega, called Samurai Showdown, which was amazing. Wizards and Warriors. Oh man, that one was hard. I just don't have many games anymore. Yeah, I didn't for a long time. I actually, so one of the things that I did when I was rebuilding my credit was I went through and I basically lived on Craigslist and sold anything that I didn't immediately need that had any sort of value to it. And I took all of that money and just basically paid down my credit cards with it. People know what pole position was. Road Rash. Yeah, my brother, my older brother, got us a Sega Genesis for Christmas. I remember, probably much to my mom's dismay. And the game that I think it came with Sonic. I think the games that he got for it were Sonic Spinball and Road Rash. And he used to play Road Rash all the time. Fun fact, I believe you can get Road Rash on your iPhone. A lot of these games I'm finding out you can get the actual retro games on your phone. So or iPad or whatever. I played Final Fantasy 6 or 3 in the States and Final Fantasy 7 right here on this guy, which is super cool. I also played what else? Most of the games besides Mario and Zelda on my iPad, which is super cool. Shining Force, Pac-Man. Do I have any on my phone right now? I delete them because they take up a lot of space after I play them for a bit. It looks like right now I'm playing a retro football game, like an NES style. It's called Retro Bowl. Super fun. Nice, Anthony. Nice. Friday the 13th. Yes. With the music. Oh, yes. Loving all of that. Pac-Man and Load Runner. The Switch has a game called Road Redemption. I think it's the same thing. Nice. I need to get a Switch. That needs to happen. I really want to play the new. No, it's not necessarily new anymore, but the new Legend of Zelda. What is it? Breath of the Wild, something like that. I'm fiending for that. Also want to go through and play the Ocarina of Time again. Sniffle, sniffle, sniffle. But I have so many retro goodness games right in here. And if I can flash it, I'll have even more, which I'm excited for. Fortnite. Yeah. I do have an account on Roblox because I like to go on there and annoy Beja. It's awesome. PlayStation 5 graphics are amazing. I'll bet they are. I kind of fell out of video games after, your husband has a Switch and he never plays it. If you'd like to donate your Switch, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I kind of fell out, so I played a little bit of PlayStation games here and there. Never really played Xbox besides, passing plays on occasion. But then I just kind of got back into it. And oh, Heather, you're too much. He's always on PC. Yeah, PC gaming is where it's at from what I hear. But yeah, and then I kind of, once the retro video games started making a comeback, I was able to kind of feel that itch for nostalgia and fun things to do when I'm stuck on long plane rides or on a bus in my bunk. And yeah, now it's a great way to kind of unwind a little bit. Ooh, this little thing has Excite Bike on it for any of you who ever played Excite Bike. That's so cheesy, but so fun. Caitlin, yes, and good morning. Hey, thanks for the hat, by the way. We were talking about Christmas presents, and I believe it's right over here. My little brother and his fiance got me this hat, which is a beanie, which is dope. But in the beanie, there are two little speakers and a little control, and I think it's Bluetooth. And it basically, it's a hat that is also a set of headphones, which is super cool. Thank you so much for that gift. Which reminds me, I need to charge it. So we're gonna do the first official charge. Oh, you can see the lights on. So I'm gonna charge up my hat, guys. Speaking of charging up, my sister got me this backpack with a USB port on it as well, which is super cool. I like it. A little sunglasses holder, all the things. A lot of cool compartments in that thing. So, yay! That's close, right, Caitlin? Wishful thinking? I don't know. Wishful thinking on my part because you're an awesome person. All right, I'm gonna do a quick scope here. You still have my one Twitch viewer. You're awesome. Feel free to comment, say what's up, hang out. That would be awesome. And we have a couple people still on YouTube. Thank you guys. And then we have Facebook, which is the prominent platform. Yay, I can speak. I can talk. Oh, and then there's this little guy, which is just fun novelty. Like I said, I like fun novelties. It's a snowflake, but it's a multi-tool. So each of the ends is a little like screwdriver tip, basically, or Allen wrench. Super cool. Yay. And yeah, so I was gonna say going through this stuff was my excuse to put it all away, but now it's just spread out all over the room. I'm bad at this. Heading to Washington, D.C. in January. Now you got me thinking I need a game to play. Yes, you do, Heather. What are you gonna play? What are you gonna upload? You gonna pick one on your phone? Phone games are fun because you don't have to carry anything extra. Yeah, right now I'm playing some Retro Bowl. I got Uno. I have Euchre. Yeah. And some game called Eternium, which is some dungeon RPG. Needed to see this live before Christmas. Guys are hard to buy for. You know, just put it in the memory banks. So one of the gifts that I'm probably gonna buy myself. I have Words with Friends. Janet, were we playing? I gave up a lot of games. Kind of miss hacking Androids. I had all the SNES games at one point. Yeah, right. They have game controllers kind of like this, but wireless that work with iPads and iPhones. And I want to get one for my iPad because it's just so much easier to use a controller. But that's just more of a want. So I'm going to put that on my birthday list. But where I was going with that is, Heather, you can get your guy a controller for an iPad or a phone. That might be a cool gift. Probably play Zelda, but that's all that's loaded. But as soon as I bring it up, he will probably want to play it. Right? Pat and I got Alice Cooper tickets from my mom. My mom got you Alice Cooper tickets. That's amazing. And we got Mario Party Superstars from my little brother. You need to get it. That's super cool, Caitlin. I dig. All right, guys. Speaking of gifts, I have a few gifts that I need to give to my Patreon crew. So I need to get on that today because I'm leaving for Colombia in like 6 days. I have a Chris Del Camino shirt. I have a, what do I have? I have an Andrew McKeezy shirt. I've been talking about this for a while. That needs to be given out. That definitely needs to be given out. What is this one? Oh, here's a vintage Slightly Stupid women's tank. That needs to be given out. And I ordered this just to test an issue that I was having with my site to make sure everything worked. And should probably get this bad boy out to someone too. So I'm going to be doing that to my Patreon subscribers. If you haven't joined my Patreon and you'd like to join my Patreon, it's right down there. Patreon.com/DillingerMusic. Appreciate you guys so much. You're the reason that I can do this all the time. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate all of you. Even if you're not a Patreon member and you just come and hang out and chat with me, I appreciate that too. You guys are amazing. Everybody's amazing. Yeah, the pour over coffee worked. Yeah, so on that note, I think I'm going to pop on off here. Feel free to send me a message anytime today. I'm just going to be working away. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And I'll probably be on here most days until we leave. So what are you supposed to do in Patreon? Patreon's just a place where you can get access to a bunch of music, behind the scenes footage, full photo galleries from shows. We do giveaways. My Producers Club members, we do calls, which I'm actually gonna schedule as soon as we get done here. And yay, Jess! Thanks for joining me on Twitch. Yay, you're the best. That's awesome. Just all sorts of general stuff. Do giveaways, merch, access to stuff that I'm currently working on. So in my next Producers Club meeting, I'm actually going to be breaking down a song that I'm working on for an artist, which will be cool. So yeah, definitely check it out, patreon.com/DillingerMusic. And if it's something you're interested in, feel free to DM me and ask more questions about it. But yeah, so that's on my list today. I have a big list today. I am getting stuff done. I feel like after the craziness of staying at home during the pandemic, and then the craziness of being on the road for like 4 months straight, 2022 is where it's at. I'm gonna catch that stride and that balance year. That's the goal. Holiday was great, Jess. Got to spend it with my family, so I'm super fortunate in that regard. Hope your holiday was amazing. Hope everyone's time has been amazing, and cherish your family. And that could be chosen family as well. But let the people that you care about know that you care about them. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Look forward to probably doing this again tomorrow. You guys are amazing. Thank you.